Red Bull's attempt to get George Russell a time penalty after the Miami Grand Prix has been dismissed by the FIA. Red Bull protested that Russell did not slow down enough during the virtual safety car period, but this was quickly thrown out by the FIA, meaning the Breton gets to keep his podium place. Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another GPFans news video. We make these throughout the entire season, multiple times a week and sometimes multiple times a day like today. So if you want to stay in the know about the world of F1, make sure to subscribe down below. George Russell was the main beneficiary of the virtual safety car that was brought out for Ollie Behrman's parked Haas. The Mercedes hadn't stopped yet and jumped from 5th to 3rd, overtaking Max Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli with his discounted pit stop. Russell held off Verstappen to finish on the podium, but Red Bull believed the Mercedes had driven too quickly during the VSC, as Christian Horner explained. Quote, "We felt that Russell has done something that is in breach of the regs as they are written, so that's why we put a protest in today. More than anything, you want clarity. The regulations say there should be a reduction in speed. It doesn't talk about a lift, it talks about a reduction in speed. We very clearly did that, and that is why Max flagged it immediately from what he saw within the cockpit." The FIA threw out the protest, stating that Russell had considerably slowed down under the VSC, adding that the protest was, quote, "not founded." We sort of stay with Verstappen, as his rival Lando Norris believes the Dutchman ruined his own race by fighting the McLarens as hard as he did throughout the Grand Prix. Norris thinks Verstappen could have easily finished on the podium if he simply would have waved the papaya cars past. Verstappen and Norris were side by side at the start of the race, with the McLaren having to go off track to avoid the wall. Later in the race, Piastri fought Verstappen hard before finding way past, and Norris did the same after 3 laps of tussling and a failed attempt where both cars went off-piste. Eventually, McLaren finished 1-2, while Verstappen ended 4th, but this could have been avoided, thinks Norris. Quote, "It was fine. He's fighting hard, but it's up to him to do that. He ruined his own race. He's not racing very smart. He probably could have finished 3rd today, and he didn't because of that. He's fighting hard, as always expected, but that's the way it is." Oscar Piastri has won 3 wins on the bounce with his victory in Miami, extending his lead in the standings. Speaking of, let's have a look at the full table as we head into the European leg of the F1 season next. After his 4th win of the season, Piastri now sits on 131 points, extending his lead to 16 points over teammate Lando Norris in 2nd place. Max Verstappen and George Russell are the only 2 other drivers who are somewhat keeping up with 99 and 93 points respectively, after which there is a big drop-off to 5th place Charles Leclerc. Kimi Antonelli and Lewis Hamilton are 6th and 7th, while Alex Albon is still the midfield leader on an impressive 30 points. Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll round out the top 10. Yuki Tsunoda held on to 10th place to earn him a point in Miami, while Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz both sit on 7 points each. Nico Hülkenberg and Ollie Behrman have 6 points apiece, with Isaac Hadjar in P16. Fernando Alonso, Liam Lawson, Jack Doohan, and Gabriel Bortoleto still await their first points of the season. That's it for this video. I'll be back later today with the next one. Hopefully see you then. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Peace.